welcome back to my channel and today's video. I'm so excited about this one because whenever I first thought that I was pregnant, I actually watched so many videos trying to figure out if I was pregnant or not, with like the 2-week wait symptoms and how I could find out if I was pregnant before my missed period, because those 2 weeks take so long and it's absolutely ridiculous. So if you're one to track your ovulation and you know that exact time that you ovulated and you're waiting and waiting and waiting to see if you're gonna get any of those symptoms, but you're driving yourself absolutely crazy, it's literally something that I did. I really did. I watched so many videos and then I thought that it was literally just in my head that I was pregnant, and I guess I wasn't. It wasn't all in my head. I was pregnant. And I actually found out, I believe, 3 days before my missed period. So hopefully this video helps you out. Everybody is different. Whatever I went through, not necessarily will happen to you. So just keep that in mind. Being able to provide this kind of information may be able to help you, because there was a lot of videos out there that did help me. And there was one girl specifically who had the exact same symptoms as me. And then there was other ones that were completely opposite. So it really depends. Maybe you landed on the right video or not. So I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, so let's get into it. There's so many different apps out there to track your ovulation. I didn't necessarily know my exact time that I was ovulating, but I did kind of have an idea, a time frame, because whenever I'm ovulating, I actually feel it and I actually know that I am. Not everybody does, so I'm just kind of lucky for that, I guess. So the app that I always used was always pretty accurate of when I was going to start my period, when I was ovulating, all those kind of things. So I kind of knew that whatever this said was maybe close to it. So I kept that in mind and I followed it and I tracked everything, all my symptoms, literally for 3 weeks as soon as I thought that I ovulated. So anyways, I used this app here. I used the P tracker. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Let's see if that focuses. That one in the corner there with the little pink flower is the one that I used. So whenever you open it up, it looks like this. And I was able to track everything. So the hearts are whenever we did the deed. And then I tracked everything. So these little dots, the green dots, is just information that I put into the app in order to track everything that was going on with my body and just my emotions, hormones, everything else, my moods. So I put all of that in there, and this is when I was supposed to start my period, these lines here. So Tyler and I decided that we were gonna try and get pregnant in August. So we got pregnant in August and it only took us the one try, so we're really blessed for that. We're really lucky. Everything works out for a reason, and I'm really thankful and super blessed for that, and we're so excited. So the way I did it was I marked my last period for before August. So July, my period, I marked it, and then August, beginning of August, I started my period on the 3rd. This is gonna be a TMI video, sorry. But so I started my period on the 3rd to the 6th, and I marked that in my app. And then I knew that I ovulated a certain time afterwards. I can't remember exactly how many days. It really depends on the person. Like I said, everyone's different. But like I said, so mine was pretty accurate. So it told me that my fertile window would be the week of the 9th of August, which was a Friday, to the following Thursday. And that I'd be ovulating, it says, on the 14th. So it's kind of just a time frame, really, because whenever we found out when we were pregnant and our recent ultrasounds and OB appointments, I think we actually ended up ovulating a few days after. I ended up ovulating a few days after, not necessarily on the 14th, the actual day. So it was really that time frame, and I knew that in that week, no matter what, I was gonna ovulate. So I wanted to keep track of everything to make sure that I was aware of how my body works, because even though I was really focused on how everything was going, because I'm a really healthy person, so I'm really aware of how everything goes on, and I know if something is wrong. So I started writing down everything, literally everything that was going on. So the 14th, like I said, is the time that they said that I was gonna ovulate. On the 14th, I wrote that I have the hiccups, I had lower cramps, I was really hungry, but nothing else crazy whatsoever. It was just a normal day. The 15th, I had a sharp pain in the morning. I was really hungry and a little emotional, and then I had acne. But I truly believe that it was just regular hormones, nothing crazy whatsoever. And then the 16th, I had a cramp on the left side, so I'm like, okay, maybe that's ovulation, because that's kind of the feeling that you get when you ovulate. So the 16th, I wrote cramp on the left side, so either or side, like it really rotates throughout the different months, right? So I wrote that, so I'm like, I have a feeling I'm ovulating, even though I wasn't 100% sure. And then the 17th, I had nothing. The 18th, I had small cramps breaking out. I was very bloated, and I could not get the bloat down whatsoever. And typically, like, when I'm bloated, I actually know what is going on and what foods I ate that caused the bloating and stuff like that. But like, I literally could not get the bloat down that day whatsoever. I remember that. The 19th, the bloating was still there, and I had a sharp pain on the left side again. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm ovulating now instead of the 16th. So I was like really not sure. I believe this is when all like the symptoms started happening, okay? So the 20th falls on a Tuesday. I had a left cramp, sharp pain every few hours. And then it literally felt like period cramps. I remember being at work and being like, oh, like what's going on? Like symptoms, and people thought I was going crazy. And then I was very, very tired, and I was peeing a lot. So I'm one to pee already a lot. Like ever since I was 15, I've always had this issue where I just pee my pants whenever let's rephrase that. I always had this issue whenever I was 15 with my peeing, okay? So I know the Kegel exercises and all that. Like I've already done all that. I've been through all that. So when I cough, sneeze, laugh, hit a big bump of any sort, or really anything, I pee. And it's just a natural thing that I've been used to since I was 15, and I cross my legs as soon as I know that it's about to happen, and it's embarrassing, and I don't care, but I've admitted to that. So peeing a lot wasn't really like a big thing for me, but I was like, okay, like I am peeing a lot, but I know that I've heard that this is like a symptom, so I'm gonna write it down anyway. So I wrote that down, and that was it for the 20th. The 21st, okay, TMI here, I put thick cervical mucus. So that, we all know what that is. So if you're watching this, like, and you don't know, then go Google it. I woke up with small headaches, and I was peeing a lot, again, every 5 to 10 minutes. And then I also had back acne. This was a big one, okay? This one was crazy to me. I don't get back acne whatsoever. Like, I don't even know when the last time I had that. So all of a sudden, I started getting back acne around, like, the top of my shoulder, like right here, and on the top, like behind my neck, kind of, and just like underneath my shoulder blades. And I was really confused, and I was like, okay, this is something. So I wrote that down, and then there was nothing else that day. But the 22nd, so this is 6 days before my missed period. The 22nd, I was peeing a lot, like again, a lot. Every 2, 5, 10, not 20 minutes at all. So like pretty much that means like I would never wait 20 minutes to have to go pee. It would literally be every 2 to 5, 10 minutes, like all the time. I was feeling tired randomly. My nose was blocked. My ears were blocked. And I started to get a little bit of heartburn, and I don't get heartburn. And I was like, ooh, like something's going on here. So I don't know, it was weird. I didn't change my diet, like everything was the same. Yeah, back acne was still a thing, and that was it for that day. So 5 days before my missed period, I decided to test. And I'm like, Kate, something's weird. Maybe it's all in my head. I'm just gonna test early. Just get it done and we'll see. Because I've seen a lot of people will test like 6 days before their missed period, because those tests say that, right? But they're not always accurate, but I was like, I'm gonna do it anyways. So I tested in the morning, and I tested negative. I had minor cramps in the morning, and I was still peeing a lot, and I still had back acne. So I thought it was negative, and I was like, like, okay, whatever, I'm not pregnant. 4 days before my missed period, I literally kind of knew, okay? So I woke up with period-like cramps, and I'm like, okay, either I'm gonna start my period early, or I am pregnant. Like, something's wrong. It just didn't feel completely normal. Like, it was kind of period-like cramps, but also completely different. I don't know how to explain it. Like, until you feel it, then yeah. Still peeing a lot, and I was freaking hungry all the time. And then I also got a major cramp on my left side at night around 8:45. But that night, it was cheat night and I had chicken wings. So I'm like, maybe it's the chicken wings and I'm not digesting properly and I just like didn't feel good. But so I had like cramps and I'm like, that's not a normal cramp. But I was like, it's gotta be the chicken wings, like whatever, it's, you know, it's fine. So this will be 3 days before my missed period. The 25th of August falls on a Sunday. I had very painful cramps in my lower abs and lower back. It happened 3 times randomly throughout the morning before 11 a.m. and I still had a sharp tingling feeling happening on the left side, and my whole like left side felt swollen. I remember being at work and being like, oh, like what is that? Like it was like a sharp tingle, like somebody was like pulling me, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and it just kept happening randomly throughout the day. And then I had a metallic taste when I was flossing that night, and that's super weird. Still peeing a lot. I had cheek acne, but I had acne happening like behind my ear, like right here. That never happens. I don't understand that. And I had a pimple on my leg. I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but yeah, I had a pimple on my leg. So I wrote that down because I was like, this is weird. And then I had egg white discharge, and I was like, huh. So I don't normally get that like consistency kind of before my missed period. So I was like, that's weird. That's weird. Like I said, I really know my body well. So I was like, no, I have to be pregnant. I have to be. So on the 26th, which is the 2 days before my missed period, I tested again that morning and it was positive. And if you didn't watch my finding out video of whenever I actually found out that I was pregnant with my positive test, you need to go watch that. It'll be linked below in the description. Still can't believe it, but I really didn't think that it was gonna be positive, so I just cried. Like I knew, but at the same time I was just shocked. Like it was just very shocking because I wanted this more than anything. That day I freaked out. I had pain all day, like I had cramps all day, and I tested 2 more during that day and during the day, and I was actually negative. And the doctor mentioned because I was so early that they became negative because I was very hydrated. I am one to drink a lot of water. So even if they say negative and you have a gut feeling, just keep waiting, just be patient. I know it's hard, oh my God. Like it was the worst 2 weeks I ever had to go through. Worst. It was just not fun. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I can't wait to go through so much more. Like I said, I'm only in my 2nd trimester, so there's a lot to go through and I'm really excited. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video with me and my little nugget and Tyler on this journey. It's gonna be so much fun. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!